Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Two news stories. First one is from Somalia. It is about Somalia, Ethiopia tensions. Second news, it's about a statement, a talk rather by Somalia's Mr. Foreign Affairs, Ahmed Fiki, known for criticizing Ethiopia a lot. He's the one who is handling the issue of Ethiopia Somali land MOU, how to stop this MOU. This is what he's working on. What did he say? It seems that Somalia is digging up the past, making a claim to Ethiopian Somali region. Secondly, Egypt delivering more weapons to Somalia. Lethal weapons. Lethal. This is the word used by some American officials who are monitoring the developments in Somalia. Let's start with the first story. Ahmed Fiki is Somalia's foreign minister. Ahmed Mualim Fiki is the one who represented Somalia. Ahmed Fiki is foreign minister of Somalia. He's the one who represented Somalia's team of negotiators in two rounds of talks held between Ethiopia and Somalia in Turkey. Third round planned for this week, but it's very unlikely that the talks might not happen, keeping in view the heightened tensions between the two sides. Ahmed Mualim Fiki, in an interview a few hours ago, made a claim to Ethiopian Somali region. He said he used the term Region 5. He said Ethiopia's Region 5 is part of Somalia. It was annexed by Ethiopia. Ethiopia is in illegal occupation of the region. And thirdly, he talked about the elders in the Somali region who have held meetings recently. I did a video, if you remember, regular viewers know. I told you that Somali regional government of Ethiopia is mobilizing tribal elders, holding meetings, holding public discussions, asking tribal elders to issue statements in support of Ethiopia. And tribal elders did meet in Jigjiga and other parts of Somali region. They issued statement. They said that they are Ethiopian, that their first identity is that of Ethiopia. Mustafa Omar is backing such meetings. Ahmed Mualim Fiki used a strong word for those who are supporting Ethiopia in Somali region. Use the term clowns for them, that those are clowns. Ahmed Mualim Fiki's remarks obviously are meant to put pressure upon Ethiopia, that if Ethiopia finalizes agreement with Somaliland, Somalia would make a claim to the Somali region of Ethiopia. Question is, will Somalia get any support from groups in Somali region in support of its narrative of Greater Somalia? This is the question. ONLF, armed group which fought in Somali region for years against security forces, signed a peace deal in 2018. Though ONLF demanded clarity from General Jula yesterday in a statement, after Ethiopia Forum published a video with an audio of General Jula, who said that Ola, Fano, PDF had been formed, armed, financed by Egypt. ONLF took offense at the statement of Jula and demanded clarity yesterday. But can we say there are some elements in the Somali region who would support Somalia in case of Ethiopia-Somalia confrontation? It's difficult. By the way, ethnicity matters a lot in Ethiopia, in Somalia. But can we say that ethnicity transcends borders? Difficult to say that ethnicity transcends borders. Somalis, yes, in Ethiopia, in Somali region, in Somalia, in Kenya, they're ethnically close, they're same, but to draw new borders on the basis of ethnicity is very unlikely. So, Ahmed Muallim Fiki would try, his government would try to back anti-government elements in Somali region. If Ethiopia finalizes agreement with Somaliland, but will Somalia's government be able to make inroads into the Somali region of Ethiopia? That remains to be seen. I have a clip for you, Ahmed Muallim Fiki, at the end of this video. Secondly, uh, Egypt is providing lethal military aid to Somalia. This is what Americans are saying. An American Foreign Affairs Committee, House Committee on Foreign Affairs held a briefing, and there some government officials briefed the members of the House about the situation in Somalia. And there, the man who briefed the committee, House Committee on Foreign Affairs, said that Egypt is providing lethal military aid to Somalia. By the way, delivery of weapons still ongoing reportedly. 2 planes arrived, C-130, a few weeks ago. After that, more Egyptian cargo planes landed in Mogadishu carrying weapons for Mogadishu government reportedly. The briefing of U.S. Foreign Affairs Committee mentioned an alleged alliance between Al-Shabaab and Houthis. They are working in collaboration, though both have very different ideologies. Houthis and Al-Shabaab's have very different religious ideologies. But they are working, they're collaborating according to Americans. And the weapons being delivered from Egypt to Somalia could be used by armed groups. So Americans concerned definitely, but they are not stopping Egypt from providing weapons to Somalia's government. They're just showing concern. I have not seen official condemnation of delivery of weapons from Egypt to Somalia. So in a way, Americans are indirectly supporting Egypt in arming Somalia's military. But Somalia has every right to buy weapons from any country. Somalia is a sovereign state. I mean, arms embargo has been lifted. Now, no one can force Somalia to stop getting weapons. Somalia can acquire weapons from any country, just like Ethiopia is getting weapons. Ethiopia buys weapons from UAE, from Turkey, from Russia. Somalia has the same right as well to acquire weapons from the countries which are suppliers. But problem is that Egypt is now getting directly involved in Somalia in the form of deployment of its military. And Egypt definitely wants to put pressure upon Ethiopia regarding grand Ethiopian Renaissance. 2 clips for you. First one shows Muallim Feki making a claim to Ethiopian Somali region. Second clip shows the American officials briefing about the situation in Somalia. Thank you for watching.
dadka laga hadal siinayo hadda kulka shanaad odayaasha ka hadlayo anaga waa calanka hala bedelo mid baa yiri calanka la bedelaya calanka meesha xidigta buluug ah laga bixiyo waa dad isticmaal maaragtay luqadiis ku hadlayo waa laakiin dadka Soomaaliyeed wiil yar oo YouTube ku jira oo MU markuu soo baxay jigjiga dhexdeeda ka istaagay wiilkaas dadka Soomaaliyeed matalo yiri war Muuse bixiyo Ethiopian haday wax ku sameynayaan walaal forkeena fiir anaga haysteen intaas oo sano oo wiil yar 20 jir ahaa wiilkaas codka ku hadlaya qalbinaga xayaantii halkaan marka la dhiibay odayaal baa jigjiga fariistay anay soo waceen ragga halkaan baarlamaanka ka kacay waan kamid ah adeero ninkaas anaga adeero ah anagu naga dhash maxaa adiga ka khusay isku qabiil ma tihiin isku xag ma tihiin balaayo ma tihiin xagga ka leexo ninkaas waa ilaahay rasuulkiisa hada taqaan waa nin de halkaan inta laga garbaduubay dawladda Soomaaliyeed ee dhigto meeshii balaayo gacanta loo galiyo way marka runtii way iska jiraan xorriyadda marka la qaadanayo magaalada Muqdisho.
I'm going to turn our attention, your attention, to Somalia. As you know, we have U.S. troops there, and there are other actors, Turkey, UAE, Egypt, playing a role right now. Somalia just received lethal aid from Egypt, and I'm wondering now that Al-Shabaab and the Houthis are coordinating more closely, assuming that Iran has a stake in that as well, with what's happening in the Red Sea and commercial traffic being rerouted. What's your honest assessment let's say, of the next 6 months in Somalia?
I think in the next 6 months we're going to continue to see al-Shabaab putting pressure on government forces. We haven't as yet seen a qualitative improvement in their capabilities, but clearly
in the government's capabilities or al-Shabaab?
In al-Shabaab's capabilities. So I think you're going to continue to see tension. I think al-Shabaab's going to be looking for new opportunities as we transition from the current AU-centric ATMIS mission to the successor mission. They're going to look to see if that creates new opportunities for them. And potentially we're going to have a continued big distraction from Ethiopia's ongoing engagement with regional leaders in the north about trying to open up